Hey everyone, welcome to Guilds of the North, your source for Guild Ball information from the Great White North. That's Canada, for those of you that don't know. As always, I'm your host, Paul Filio, here once again with my beloved co-host. Slightly less beloved than the other co-host, but only very slight. B. Steve. How's it going, Steve?
Good evening, Paul. And we're recording on Valentine's Day, so it's appropriate you say I'm beloved.
Well, you are beloved.
I'm kidding.
Only slightly less so than Antoine, who unfortunately could not be here tonight.
Because he's celebrating Valentine's Day unlike us.
A little bit of that. Yeah. Mostly that, I think. Yeah, we apparently suck at this romance thing, Steve. Actually, it's not even my fault. I asked my wife if she wanted to do something for Valentine's Day, and she answered, why?
Well, actually...
So, I figured at that point I can do whatever the heck I want. I tried.
And for our part, we never celebrated it, because the first year we were together, we were both so sick. And so we were watching TV under blankets and having a cup of soup. So, and we bought chocolate on the 15th at half price. So we just kept on going with that tradition. So guess what? Tomorrow I'm going to buy 50% off Valentine's Day chocolate. That's romantic, right?
Smart man. I did give my wife a cookies and cream Hershey bar, which is her favorite. So
that's nice.
I bought her chocolate. Yeah. I spared no expense. They were two for $1.50 at the dollar store, so it was a good expense. Deal. One for her and one for me. Yeah.
Hey, even a better deal, right?
Anyway, no one cares about our romantic life.
No,
so
we're to talk about the game we love, Guild Ball.
Yeah.
See, lots of segue, Paul.
Yeah, you're very good. So, quick overview. We're going to talk about some of the news items that have been hitting us this week from Steamforge. Which is funny because it's like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You go from complete radio silence to like almost drowning in information. And then we're going to talk about our CaptainCon experience, in which Steve has a lot more CaptainCon experience than I did. Yeah. Throw that out there. So first we're going to talk news. And I think some of the biggest news this week came in the form of the news about the Minor Guild.
Yeah.
The Minor Guild. Yeah.
I guess they tunneled out of nowhere and appeared in our radar.
Yeah. They tunneled out of the Chinese factory and into a resin vat.
Exactly. Yeah, the biggest news. Well, there's two news about those. I mean, They're going to be released on March 1st. And they're going to be resin, unlike other minor guilds, which are, and other guilds that have been out for a while. They're going to be, that are in PVC normally. Now those will be in resin.
Well, we know there's no more metals, right? So they had to be in something. And the only way Steamforge can get them out faster than the cooks is to make them in-house, right? Or to contract a local caster or semi-local caster to produce them.
Yeah.
I think it's good news for a couple of reasons. One, we're likely going to get a better quality product.
Well, it should be, because we saw the quality of their resin. It's really nice. Like the latest resin release we got, like the Minerva.
When they're the right sculpt, they're nice. Yep.
Yeah. Cena, the baby Cena and Fathom as well they all came up really nice. Yeah. So I'm not
limited edition Horizon. Let's not forget limited edition Horizon.
Yeah, fair enough. I haven't seen him, so.
Or the special navigator like Fisherman. So, yeah, we know the resin casting is great. And I think it's important. I had some concerns about seeing the Minor Guild in PVC. I was going to buy the Minor... Well, I am going to buy the Minor Guild. I loved the concept as soon as I announced it. But having recently started
working... There's a tank, right?
There's a tank, yeah. Yeah. But after having recently started working on my first PVC Guild Ball miniatures, I was pretty down on them. I was still going to buy them, but I was not looking forward to it. And the main reason was the tank, which is the model I really want. But when you cast something that large in this type of material, I've noticed that large flat surfaces, like the sides of the tank, tend to become concave from the shrink. So if you look at a lot of like the Relic plastics and stuff like the Red Stick stuff, you end up with sunken large surfaces. So I was really worried about what we'd get out of China, because the quality control is not the best under normal circumstances. And with such a large model, I feared the failure I would get out of the box.
But now it should be safe because it's going to be resin. So.
Yeah, it'll be, there's still chances to mess that up too, but my odds are better.
Exactly.
And it'll be more easily fixable too, right?
You'll have some assembling to do though.
But that's fine, right? I've been assembling miniatures for 20 years.
I know.
What's another few miniatures? Now, of course, this does also come with the downside that it's not quite a direct only SKU, as resellers can open accounts and buy direct from Steamforged for resale. But I doubt it's going to make retailers happy, because as far as the customer is concerned, they're still going to get it faster from Steamforged direct, because if I'm a reseller and I have to order from Steamforged, I'm going to get it the same day the customer get it direct, and then I'm going to charge the customer the same price.
Yeah.
So there's no advantage to buying it from me unless I want to discount it.
Well, unless they want to save shipping.
Yes, that's true. That's true. But the problem with the other thing is discounting isn't really going to work for retailers, because the margins are in fact smaller.
Because of the resin.
Yeah. And just because you're buying from Steamforged, you're not getting that 40 or 45% that you get from distribution.
Yeah.
And before anyone critiques and says I don't know what I'm talking about, I actually do know what I'm talking about, because I have a reseller account. So I'm not making up these numbers. These are not hypothetical. The margin is lower. Now, as an LGS, I prefer to make some money rather than no money. So I do appreciate that Steamforged at least give me the opportunity to try to sell the product and to try to be on equal footing with them. I think it's a good gesture. And the cutoff for free shipping, I think, is very reasonable from Steamforged from a reseller's point of view.
Well, yeah, just hope that stores are going to pick up on those release and going to have them in stock instead of like waiting for only the PVC that's going to like kind of auto replenish from the distributor, because like if you have a flag that you want to order everything from that line, like you don't even have to bother, and they're going to send it to you. So because now it's going to be needing it like maybe more steps, and some person or store owner like don't put that much.
In Canada, we don't have any distributors do an auto fulfill thing like that. That doesn't happen. So that's not really an issue here. Maybe in the States, maybe with Alliance or whoever distributes Steamforged in the States. I'm not sure who carries the lines. It's very possible. And I think if a store wants to carry a whole product line, it does make it more complicated when you have to manage multiple distributors. But that's kind of always been the case for everything except maybe GW. And even in the States, GW can be sourced from distribution or from GW direct. So I think gaming store owners are used to having to buy a bit from everywhere. That's just the nature of the beast. But I do think it's going to be tough. I mean, locally, we don't see a lot of support for Guild Ball in the stores. Our store Abyss is nice enough that they order stuff for us. Yeah,
well, they have the complete line.
And they do stock,
like Navigator, they carried some, and there's still some
they did bring
on the shelf.
And I think that's more of a nod to us, because we keep trying to build the community and keep working at it. And mostly not to you, I should say. I shouldn't take any credit for that. That's all you.
And we're trying to buy as well stuff there to keep them.
Which is funny, right? When I buy stuff there, because I don't have to, but when I go there, I try to buy something, right? Just to support the store. Because space is important.
Exactly.
And they should get something for that space. So that was a big reveal. I'm pretty stoked about the miners. I really like the sculpts. I think the paint job on the preview.
Well, actually, can I interrupt you on that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because people commented on the quality of the paint job on Twitter, and Matt Art said he had 3 hours to paint them.
Yeah, well, could you let me finish my sentence before you? Yeah. I said that the paint job, I was always going to say was the paint job didn't really do them justice.
No.
I assumed it's because he had to get something done quickly for the
picture and release. I think they were caught off guard even in the house. And you can tell the tank was all just metallic, right? Yeah, I know. And
so that's obviously a sign to me that something went wrong somewhere.
And what's the other big robot? I think it's Mule or something like that. There's always a lot of metallic and like just a of airbrush, like so. There's OSL there. Yeah, no, it wasn't. Let's face it, it was not Studio Giralda's work, right? No, not at all.
And that's fine. But it still gave us a look at the models. And even quickly painted, you could still see the models had quality to them, right? So I'm pretty excited.
And we had the first sneak peek of them as well. It was paid, but instead of talking about them piecemeal, we're gonna do a full minor episode when we got the full spectrum of them, and maybe try to get some game in. Right, Paul?
Yeah, exactly. We'll try. I haven't had much luck getting games in lately, and it showed at CaptainCon, but we'll talk about that in a bit.
Other news that was announced, there's a FAQ coming on March 11th. So it was a blog post announcing that they're going to do quarterly FAQ now. And they're going to try to answer most of the question and consolidate everything there. And this is also linked to the other news because they are closing their forum as well.
And absolutely no one will mourn that, I think. I mean, who goes to the forums?
Well, actually, the only time I was going to the forum was for the rules clarification and...
Yeah. But now you live on Discord.
Exactly. So I ask on Discord, and most of the time I get the answer faster than the strange search engine on the forums. So.
Well, I think it's forums, with a few exceptions, forums are just an outdated mode of communication, right? They serve their purpose, and they can be good, but no one has time to go in to go to a forum, right? People want to get instant gratification, jump on Facebook, see stuff right away, or I think Discord. I post in Discord and get an answer in like 2 seconds.
I think the painting section are the most used in forums, even nowadays, because it's easier to organize like your painting blog and stuff like that, and it's easier to search for painting.
Forums are far superior than like Facebook for searching.
Exactly. Well, and they're far superior to organize like your thread for your entire team and your progress and log your progress for a kind of a mini blog if you want. Like,
so your thread is like a mini blog.
Exactly. So it was easy for people to like post updates and things like that. As now it's going to be harder because even though there's a Gale Ball painting group, it's not easy to make an album and keep track. And
there's a Guild Ball painting group?
Yeah, there is.
Am I a member of that?
Guild Ball Facebook. There's a Facebook Guild Ball painting group.
Was that? Did Michelle make that?
I don't know.
Guild Ball painting.
Good radio. Me typing and you typing. On
I'm actually a member. Look at that.
Oh, there you go.
That's the closed group, right? With 1,800 members.
Yeah.
That I never see posts from.
Well, that's because of the algorithm of Facebook.
Yes, the evil algorithm of our social media overlords.
Because I'm scrolling and there's some stuff I saw, but some other stuff I didn't see. So, yeah.
Well, the thing is, that's not super active either. There's only like 4 posts since January 23rd.
Yeah, I know.
So.
Well, people post as well in their in the respective Facebook guild group as well. They will post paint jobs and things like that.
True enough.
Often you'll see like, I'm looking for inspiration for my guild, and people will post stuff as well there. So, but nobody will mourn the closing of the forum for too long.
No. I can't remember the last time. I don't know if I've ever been to it.
See, I was trying to make a segue, Paul. Mourn the closing of the forum?
Yeah. That's terrible, Steve. I'm just gonna throw that out there. But what you're trying to segue to is the fact they've also revealed some new captains.
Out of nowhere again.
Yeah, out of nowhere again.
That was a huge surprise.
It's like they're making that, final minute of the game play to try to...
2-minute warning.
Yeah, to try to generate some momentum for Guild Ball again, try to get some interest going. Personally, I think it's working because I'm interested again.
Yeah.
But, so they've announced new captains, and we're going to see more of them. They've shown 4 so far.
Yeah, in order, we've seen Morn for the Mortician, Yukai for the Fisherman, Veteran Boar for the Butchers, and today, day of recording, we saw Steeljaw for the Hunters.
Yeah.
They look really great.
They do look quite good. I think some of them are a little over the top.
Morn is a bit more simpler than the other, like less over the top, and also there was some glimpse of her in the Christmas story of Guild Ball. When I don't want to spoil things away if people didn't read it.
Well, Christmas is 2 months ago.
Yeah, I know, but so it's when Obelisk comes back to Aunt Scalpel, and he shows vision of Morn coming in. The small girl with holding a candle and everything.
And a mortician's tattoo on her head.
Yeah. And she looks like a character from The Ring, like no eyes, really creepy. And the way they did the reveal was in that spirit as well.
In that vein, yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty... They
were really channeling that.
Yeah. Well, all the reveals so far have been nice quality videos. I mean, they're really nice. Yukai looks like an anime Japanese character a bit. Well,
and it's really channeling that whole Asian theme.
Yeah.
But I don't quite know how that fits. Some people say it ties in with like Sakana and the Hag. Yeah. I never pictured Sakana as Asian. Well, but I guess he could be. And the Hag, I mean...
Well, she's old. And
she's hag-like. Yeah, I guess that makes her Asian.
And you have Tentacle for the anti-tag.
Oh, are you trying to say the octopus, the fish mascot, is like hentai tentacle related?
Who knows? Maybe. So maybe another...
Maybe if he was a squid and he was on a stick, you know? Like...
Well, Salt does have some BDSM collars.
Only in the artwork, not on the model.
I know.
And we don't talk about the artwork.
And also, Fedbor...
Where's my veteran Captain Salt? There he is. Sorry, he got knocked over. I was concerned for a second.
And Fedbor we saw was all metal music and like really aggressive, and the miniature looks really nice as well. Like,
I love that model. That model makes me want to buy a Resin Butcher's team. I'm not even kidding.
Wow.
The fact that I'm just sick of like trying to kill people with Union.
And now you want a real beating thing.
I want a real beating team. And painting these blacksmiths just killed me. I've got, 3 models, 2 models fully painted, 2 models 3/4 painted.
Out of 13?
3 models 3/4. So I've almost got 5. I've almost got a full lineup painted.
It's 6 model, Paul.
I said I've almost got a full lineup. I've got a 6 one. She's got some paint on her. But, they're likely never to see the table. I painted all the bases. The bases are gorgeous. But, like, the models are killing me.
And Steeljaw, I really like the model. She looks like she's out of Mad Max a bit. Like,
yeah, really, a little trap extreme. Like she's got traps hanging from chains.
I think
she's going to start swinging traps over her head by the chain, like throwing them at people.
Maybe she's going to do like a gutter chain grab, but it's going to be trap
with
grab.
A bear trap on the end. Why not?
Exactly.
Right.
It's a trap.
There's no magic in this game, but there might as well be if you're going to be able to do that.
She's the General Akbar of Guild Ball.
Admiral Akbar?
Yeah, Admiral.
Nice try, Steve. You should be ashamed of yourself calling him a general.
She's a nice model, and that model, probably they're going to be resin, because
Yeah,
I don't think they're
you
going to
ain't making that out of that PVC
yeah,
stuff.
exactly. So I'm really glad that she's resin because like all the traps and chains and everything.
Well, the thing is, resin is super brittle, right?
Yeah.
So there's a downside to it. Those chains will last all of about 3 seconds or till your first Guild Ball game, I guess.
I'm more scared for Yukai, who's standing on one leg.
Yeah, with the
side pole, and so he's gonna need some pinning for sure at some point.
It's making me think of Arena Rex, you know, with the resin models that snap off at the ankles. That's gonna be Yukai. I can see it right now.
Somebody's angel snap at the ankle during a game at the CaptainCon, and there's nothing you can do. Like you cannot repair it on the spot. You need to wait and pin, and
you play with a base that's just a foot.
Exactly. Well, or you just don't play her because I mean it's angel, so you don't really need her.
I know, unless you're me. I know.
Unless you're Paul.
I know, Steve. Mock me. It's okay. You can mock me. How many times did I score goals with Angel against you?
So, CaptainCon.
Yeah, exactly. Now you can really mock me. I'm gonna give you a little reveal here, people. I did not do well.
But you did win a prize.
Oh, yes. Yes, we'll get to that. Why don't we start on a high note and you can talk about your first round of qualifier 1. So, actually, let's talk about this. You did how many speedball events? How many Guild Ball events?
Just 3.
Just 3.
So that's only 9 games.
And that's actually because you didn't show up for one of them you'd signed up for.
Yeah, I was so burned after my last game of qualifier 1 and I felt tired and everything, so I didn't go to the Brewers Cup in the evening.
And I came back in the evening, but because I had your car, I couldn't participate. Yeah, it was a fun day. So day 1, first qualifier, that's on Friday at CaptainCon, started at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
A very reasonable hour to start events. I approve. Well, actually, it started at 11. Sign up was at 10. Yeah.
And at first, when they created the event for CaptainCon, it was supposed to be 24 players with 24 or 32 players, 32 players with a wait list and everything. And they decided like to keep registering people. So we ended up being 38 people. So pretty nice showing.
Yep. Big group.
Yeah. It's twice as much as the
LVO.
As
the Western Nationals.
Exactly.
Did they?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, while we're on that topic for a second, sorry to segue here. Did they ever announce what the prize was? Like what?
Nope.
What did the winner get?
He got the SCADA trophy, but I don't know. They didn't announce like if he's getting the full package or not or whatever.
Well, yeah, because they never announced what the U.S. required for the tournaments, right? Nope. To get full package.
TBA.
I mean, they must require more than we do. If poor Canada requires 50 per event, it must be they require more than that. Anyway, I digress. Continue, Steve.
And so I started this qualifier. I went with the Hunters, cause back to my trusty guild that I've been playing a lot, but not lately, actually, and kind of showed because I felt rusty, in some games. I started off, we won't go into details because it's going to be like 2 hours and it's going to be boring because I played 9 games over 2 days. So we don't want to bore and especially, put asleep our few listeners. So I'll try to be concise and
you 3 people matter to us.
Yes. So my first game was against, Evan. He was playing Fish and he went for the Corsair sumo lineup against my Hunters. I went with Tehran. It ended up with a 12-8 win in my favor. It was mostly takeout for me and a bit of points off clock as well because he clocked out. The last 2 points were off clock. But basically I was trying to survive, stay in the middle and not get pushed away out of the sunlight with Corsair and as well Kraken. So, and he had Fathom, so that's how he scored some points as well because, man, she scores from anywhere on the table. She's so fast and she's hard to stop. Second game was against some butchers. He played Filet into me. I played Tehran. And this game went really, good for me, and he couldn't do anything. I was able to control, Boar and Filet with, some Tehran doing some pin, and, the bear just did damage as well, and it went really well for me. I finished at 12-0 and was all takeout. He was trying to score with, Brisket, but I was stopping her, and I was trying to go and score with Zarola, but I wasn't able, so I had to do takeouts, I guess. And on to what was going to be the last round of the day. I played against, Alchemist, and he played Smoke. I played, Tehran, and I lost, 12-4, and I lost because mostly I missed a boombox on Smoke, who just came back on the pitch, and she was really close to the side. I missed that boombox, and so after that, she was full influence, and she was able to do the last takeout he needed to win the game with the legendary. So it happened.
Yeah. Sometimes your dice fail.
Oh, that's not dice failing.
You missed the boombox.
Yeah,
so
I missed the boombox. Yeah, it happens. I mean, it's 83% chance, 87% chance.
I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. But that's failing. But when I talk about my qualifier, 2 games, that's dice failing. You'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about you, Paul?
Well, I want to, preface this with, this story of my day by saying that all my opponents were superb human beings, and I had a lot of fun against them. And if I sound bitter, it no way reflects on their skill or their sportsmanship. So round 1, I played a gentleman by the name of Randall Bowers, or perhaps Bowers. Now, he's actually someone that I met briefly at the New England team tournament. And he was playing Masons. He was not playing Hammer. He was playing the other captain, Harmony.
No.
Is that right?
Honor.
I knew it was an H name.
Yeah, Harmony is their sister.
Oh, okay. I don't read the fluff, Steve. So, I have never ever played against Masons. Ever. So I had zero idea what anyone did on the table. I knew she was like the scoring captain. And I knew Flint was a good scoring model. That was all I knew. He had, what's her name now? The big, tanky chick with the hammer who got reworked.
Chisel?
No. Granite? No.
Oh, Granite, yeah.
Granite was the one that got reworked,
yeah.
Right? She used to have like the gang up rule. Like
yeah.
Okay. So, now she has like if you attack someone within 4 inches of her, she gets to advance, kind of like, Fallow, I guess? Yeah. Anyway, I didn't know she had that. And there was a lot of surprise in this game. Basically, he managed to score 2 goals quickly with Flint. And then I was trying to play catch up, and I was, playing Blackheart. Pretty typical Blackheart lineup nowadays. So Blackheart, I think I had Rage 1, Fangtooth, Hemlock.
Harry?
No, I think I played Mist.
Okay.
That being the departure from the norm. And I had, of course, Coin. And, I played very, very poorly. Me not knowing the stuff, plus me playing badly because I hadn't played in over a month. He just ran the field with me. I managed to score, 2 points. I did take out. That was it. So I lost 12-2. But it was a super fun experience. And I get to learn the models a little bit better for Masons, so I felt pretty good about it. At least I'd have some more experience when I played my next Masons game. In round 2, I played a gentleman by the name of Andy Kaiser. He was playing Order. And so I kind of know Order because I played him a bit at the end of Season 3. So I thought I'd be better prepared for this. Again, I let him control the ball, and it was just bad. He managed to score a couple quick goals before I could lock him down, and then I killed Mist and Pride and Benediction.
Okay.
And I had Fangtooth pretty badly damaged. I had I was lined up to take out Brisket, and if you move Brisket away, I was going to kill Seasoned Spigot. So I thought I was in a pretty good place, and the ball, I buried it kind of behind my lines. And then I forgot that Mist was coming back on the field. So I left the ball too close to the edge. Mist came on. I think there was a fast ground there. He zipped in, stole the ball off of Strongbox. I was playing a Vet Rage lineup in this game, sorry. And he stole the ball off Strongbox and, Mist did what Mist does and scored.
Proceed to score.
Yeah, so I lost 12-5. Very, very fun game. Guy's super casual, just super nice guy. And he was wearing a t-shirt that said something to the effect of, Brisket, why do your dice fail me? Or something like that. It was funny. And so this, of course, put me on the last table. And I was now competing for second to last place. And I played a gentleman by the name of Russ Batten. He was playing Hunters. He played, I can't remember anyone's name anymore. I'm so terrible.
Theron, Skada?
No, Skada. No, Theron I know. It's the one you never play, Skada. So he's playing a Skada lineup. Skada, Chaska, Cena,
Zerola, Vetminx?
Vetminx. No, not Zerola.
Minerva?
Yeah, he had Minerva for the Harriers. And he just ate me alive. I was playing a Blackheart lineup. I was going to try to outmaneuver him. It just didn't work. I got too kind of stuck in the middle because that's where the ball was.
You cannot really outmaneuver Skada. I guess you learned it the hard way.
Well, Skada scored on me twice. I had her, by the time I kind of figured out what she did, I had her pinned down.
Okay.
Like she was stuck with, Coin, Fangtooth, and someone else poking at her. So, like, I had her kind of on lockdown, but by then it was just too late. And eventually he managed to make a play and get around me. I did actually, at the end, I realized there was no way I was going to come out of this alive. He was up on clock, and things were going so poorly. I think I just decided to do a goal run. And so I scored a goal, and then he got the ball back. I stole the ball back off of him, and tried to do a second goal run. But at this point, it was 10-4.
So you just had to kill somebody.
He just had to kill, and I had a bunch of models that were low on health. No, sorry, it was 8-4. He killed 2 players consecutively. Yeah, I think he killed Mist and Hemlock one after the other.
With the bear or boombox.
But I nearly scored. See, what I was really going for at this point was I was going for style. Because I had run Fangtooth up the field with the ball, and he had passed it to Blackheart. So I was trying to snapshot off Blackheart from a pass on Fangtooth with no momentum for the bonus time.
Well, it's 3 dice.
It's 3 dice needing 2 successes?
Yeah.
I did not succeed. I got 1 success.
You tried, I mean.
But that would have been a moral victory if that would have worked.
Yeah.
Like Fangtooth making a crazy ball play like that. Like I was.
Fangtooth,
I did the 1 die pass.
Veteran Fangtooth.
I did the 1 die pass to Blackheart, at like max kick range with no bonus time, right? And that succeeded, so I was pretty proud right there. And then the rest of the plan fell apart. So anyway, I lost 12-4. And, a little soul crushing. I felt I played really poorly that day. Like I said, the games were all great. The opponents were awesome. If you can have fun losing at a tournament, something's right somewhere. So no hard feelings there. And then, later that day, I think it was it that night? I think it was the next day actually. Sean Dooley from Steamforge made a post that I was a really good sport for sticking and not dropping for the tournament after a day of losing. And because I I was such a good sport about being in last place. Steam Forge is going to send me a new team to start over. So I get some new legs on the field. So they're going to send me the Cooks team when it becomes available.
And now you'll have a real beater team.
And then, yeah, exactly. I'll have a real beater team. I mean, I still think Rage 2, or Vet Rage is a viable beater team.
Yeah, I think so.
But it does require a lot of, maybe not a lot of setup, but it requires more setup. Cause you need the crowd outs, cause he's not going to sit there. He's not like Sledge, right?
No.
Yeah, he's not going to hit you for 6 damage, 2 or 3 times off single attacks with. No,
it's going to be a couple of pokes of 4 or 5 damage.
Yeah. Well, even 4 and 5 is not likely. It's more likely 3s. Maybe 4s if he's got his heroic or legendary up. It's still good.
Yeah.
But it's not as fulfilling, right? But I thought that was really cool of Steam Forge to do that. And thanks Sean for reaching out to me and making that offer. And just to mention, he did the same thing for the person who came in last place in the second day qualifier.
Yeah, and I played against that person, so I'm a bit responsible for her getting a prize.
So she should thank you for
exactly
for beating her. Yeah, she also seemed like a really good sport. She played in like everything.
Yeah,
and I don't think she did particularly well anywhere, but she seemed to be happy just to be there and having fun with her boyfriend. So that's pretty awesome. Anyway, so why don't we talk about your round 2 now? Your qualifier day 2.
This is where I had bad luck with dice, and even my opponent agreed with that. I started against Butchers again. Mm-hmm. I stuck with Tehran, and he played Filet. And so, trying to control Filet, so snared her and pinned her with Tehran, and then attempting a boombox. And I learned from the previous day that 3 dice is not enough to hit a 4+ model, defense 4 model. So I bonus time it, and of course I missed it. So yeah, well, good start. And so he was able to like move forward and start to beat down on my player. And second turn, I do another 4 dice boombox on a def 4 model. Missed it again. Okay, not going well. And then on top of that, the bear did 3 attacks on Filet. Because she was down to, I managed to like lower their health and everything, so I was going for the kill. And 3 attacks of the bear with 1 crowd out, so that's 24 dice total, and I managed to roll a whopping total of 3-5 out of all those 24 dices. So yeah, that was mighty impressive.
No comments, Steve.
I know. And even though I had such bad luck and everything, I managed to lose 12-10 and almost won by having less point than my opponent because he was 13 seconds from clocking out with his extension time.
Yeah, that was... You can't get much more close than that, right?
Yeah, it was really a nail biter. So on to second game, and since I knew I was out of qualifier and out of the finals, I played Evan again. So it was a rematch, and I went for Skada because, yeah, why not? At this point, I'm gonna try to score and everything. And he changed his lineup a bit, so he had Siren in, and it didn't go well. I tried. I was kicking. He won the dice roll. I was kicking. Kick with Skada.
Was he still playing the sumo lineup?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had Corsair, Vetsakana, Kraken. This time he had Salt, Angel. No, not Angel. Salt, Fathom, Siren, and that's it. I'm missing one.
Yeah, do you have Sakana or something?
Yeah, Vetsakana. So there we go. So he put the ball on Vetsakana, managing to, he made a mistake. He left, Salt, there. So I was able to use Kata, bounce off Salt, go into Vetsakana, and try to get the tackle, to dodge out and score. And I missed it. So
how did that work for you, buddy?
It didn't go well, so I was able to get it, but on my last attack, so I didn't have any more influence to go out and score. So she was just there and waiting for, hey guys, come and beat me down. So that's pretty much what happened to her. And again, missed some boombox, and it didn't go well at all. I took Ulfer because I was really trying for a scoring game, and Ulfer attacked Fatom, who was at one point she was singled out, and he had 3 attacks on her, and I was only with all those attacks with singled out plus the bonus for being alone because he's his rule. So I was rolling 8 dice, and again couldn't even hit some 5s there. So I guess hitting 5s is hard for me, right?
You know what, Steve? I'm going to tell you something. So, my day one, when I was playing that last game against the Hunters, I had to missed go in to try to steal the ball off of the captain whose name I've forgotten again. And...
Honor?
No. Hunters.
Skada.
Skada, yeah. So I had missed on the charge with a bag of coffers, so free bonus time, with a crowd out. So, it was at 10 dice. I needed 1 success. I got none. So, yeah, I understand. Well, mind you, I was looking for... oh, no, sorry. I had a bunch of crowd outs, so I had 13 dice looking for a 5, and I got none.
Yeah, 5 is hard, right? I guess.
On 13 dice, I figured I should have been okay.
Yeah, for me, never tell me the odds, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again,
I feel your pain, Steve, is what I'm getting at. I understand.
I know, like, you can complain about your dice, but when it's your opponent telling you, like, okay, you should have won that game, but your dice failed you, like, I should have at least had 8 points in that second game, but my dice failed me, so...
That doesn't make you feel any better, does it?
No. Not really. It's still a loss, but still, you're taking it with a smile, and you try not to rage quit, and you're just there to enjoy, and I mean...
He seemed like a really cool guy.
Yeah, you just go with it. So, and my last game was against Sierra Wolf, the person who finished last. She was playing Hunter. She went with Ox, but she didn't really know Hunter because in her meta, there's one player who plays Hunter, but he's not really good. So, like, she got caught by some stuff, but not other. But I was able to control Ox and Boar with Terran and Chaska. So, like, at one point, it was funny because she was pinned, Terran pinned Boar, and I had the forest because I moved him behind the forest.
Yeah. But Boar is so easy to control with Terran. Like, so that's not even fair. That wasn't very nice of you, Steve.
So what she did was made a pass to Boar for him to dodge 4 inches, and then Boar did pass again to dodge another 4 inches to be able to be in range with Terran, and finally charge him in the forest, through the forest, because he was behind, so she didn't have line of sight, and she was only able to do 1 damage out of the 4 attacks of Boar. Yeah. Her dice were filling her.
So, hold on. She passed to him, got a 4-inch dodge.
Yeah.
Boar is is
4-6, something like that.
No, but what's his influence? Is he a 2-3?
No, he's a 1-1 or something like that.
Right, okay.
Because he charged and he's berserk.
Oh, he charges for free.
Yeah. So she was able to do 1 attack.
So she got 2 attacks. I thought you said he had 4 attacks.
No, it was 2, sorry.
I'm the math doesn't make sense. No. I thought you only could have 1, so now I was all confused.
So on the charge, she did 1 damage, and on the second attack, she was only able to generate 1 more damage.
So she used her 1 influence to make the pass to do the dodge. Because then he charged for free. Exactly. And then he got his first attack, he did 1, so it triggered the second attack, where he again only did 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was brutal.
That's must have been heartbreaking for her.
I finished 12-4 for me. The bear did a lot of damage.
Well, the bear is broken as all heck.
Yeah, I know.
Nerf the bear. Nerf the bear.
No, they won't.
I know. All right, so that finishes up your qualifier 2.
Yeah.
And then that takes you to a casual event called Speedball.
They did a Speedball event. It was casual. And what they did is they changed the round timer, for 35 minutes and, not round, but, each player had 35 minutes instead of 45. On the clock, yeah. And instead of being, 5-minute extra, it was 3-minute extra. So I played with rat catchers because I figured like they can score fast and with the reverie and they're able to do some fun stuff. Mm-hmm. So first game, Evan. I sense a team, right? Played 3 tournaments, played 3 times against Evan. So it was 1-1 on our face-off at that point. And he played, since it was casual as well, he played with navigators. And this time it was his dice failing him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Even with the rerolls?
Yeah, he missed two goals with Phaeton.
Wow.
Yeah.
I suppose it's like my shark goals, right? The ones I always miss with shark.
So I was able to pull a win 12-8 on that one. After that, I played against Marc-Antoine Leclerc, who I know because he was from Gatineau before moving to New Brunswick. So we played engineer, and I played and he played the pin vice, and he managed to do some push dodge shenanigan with pin vice that I didn't see. So he was able to shove Scourge off the pitch from really far away that I didn't even think was possible. And
surprise.
Yeah, surprise. And the rest I was able to like control and did some takeouts, and it finished, he did a goal and 1 takeout with 3 takeouts, and it finished 12-6. And onto the last game, I was facing, Christopher Ames, and he was playing Butchers, traditional Ox lineup, but he was receiving, so he took, Tenderizer, and I got beaten down so badly. I tried to do I did a first turn goal reverie. I was shooting at 1 dice 5+ because I was engaged and there was a Tenderizer providing a -1. So I was, miasma, and then she got like looked at and she died instantly almost. And then after I was able to do another takeout. But he did some soul crushing takeout all over the place, and it was like 12-6 in not too long.
It just happens sometimes, eh?
Well, rats are pretty squishy when you are going in with under Oxora with Boiler and
Shank. You got very little chance there.
Yeah, Meathook doing a tooled up, then snaring you. You're down to Def 3 with Miasma, and then you just die. So yeah, it was a pretty fun game. It was my last game of the convention.
Yeah, that's going out with a bang, eh, Steve?
Yeah, and Sunday was pretty relaxed. There was nothing going.
Yeah, we walked around for a little bit, then we went home.
Yeah,
so we were pretty early on Sunday.
I was able to watch the finals because they decided to take a break for the last game. Before the last game, they went on for dinner and they played. I watched the last game. It was Brewers versus Brewers. That game is already, it was filmed and it's already, available on YouTube. It's, Precision Dice or My Life with Dice.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I bet no one would have predicted Brewers versus Brewers in the finals of CaptainCon in a 38-man.
I don't think so, no.
Right. Well, they had 38 the first day and 20-something the second?
What they did, second day was, just a sec, 26 player.
And they took top 5 from each day?
No, they took, I think so, yeah. Because
they took 5 on day 1 because, Jacob was,
because
they had 5 people who had perfect scores.
Yeah, exactly. So I think the final was 10 people, so. Yeah, it was Brewers against Brewers. It was pretty brutal, and I told Yom to go and watch that game because Mike played really well and really flawlessly, so It was.
Well, I don't think it's very surprising.
No, I know, but it was a nice game to see and watch. So it was like a huge scrum with everybody knocking each other and trying to push and isolate player. It was what are the two captains? Esters and Tapper? Yeah.
No, Tapper, yeah.
Exactly.
So Tapper versus Esters, right?
Exactly.
And Tapper won?
Tapper won.
As it should be.
So, and I had a fun time at CaptainCon. I've missed it last year. I couldn't go with you guys, but this year I was able to go because I'm not going to Adepticon, and we were lucky because we didn't have any snowstorm this year.
Yeah, no, we had great weather.
Well, a bit of rain and fog on our way there, but nothing much.
Yeah, but that didn't really matter much.
Yeah, I know.
It was a great time overall. A lot of really cool people. It's a very small. I mean, it was the same weekend as the LVO, right? So certainly, the other, like the War Machine crowd that's usually huge there seems smaller.
But Guild Ball grew compared to last year. But
Guild Ball seemed bigger than what it had been. I mean, I didn't play last year, so I don't know how many people it was, but it certainly seemed bigger. And it's always nice seeing some old friends. So Max Beck was there, and got to chat with him a few times. Yeah,
was able to see Zach again as well.
Yeah, Zach, our buddy Zach, who we're going to be seeing again in June.
Yeah. Do you want to?
That was a segue, Steve.
Yeah, I know. We're going to plug the East Canadian Nationals, which is the registration are now open. There's going to.
I've already bought my ticket.
Yeah, I need to buy mine because I was supposed to buy it Wednesday when I go for the gaming night, but Snowpocalypse happened, so everybody canceled. So I'll try to swing by maybe tomorrow or this weekend to register. So it's going to be at the same place as last year, and it's going to be bigger because now we're looking to get to 50 people for the full package, as it was posted on the Steamforge blog. So let's hope we get there. And it's
I think West Nationals are doing pretty well for signups, right?
Yeah, they're at 48, maybe more, but on Longsheng it's 48 for now registered. So that's pretty good for them. Let's try to beat those. But seriously, it's only $40 Canadian, including both meals. So it's pretty nice, and it's going to be 2 days because we're looking for at least 50 people. So it's going to be 4 games on the first day, 2 games on the Sunday. So hope to see you there.
Yeah, it's important to remember that
Canadian dollar
is like 35% cheaper than the US dollar. So $40 Canadian is going to be about a little over like $15 less, so like 25 US, 28 US, around there.
Yeah, and also flights are Montreal is a big airport, so lots of city
flights are pretty cheap,
yeah, and there's direct flight as well.
And of course within driving distance of pretty much anything in New England.
Yeah, exactly.
About 6 hours from Boston, 5.5 hours from Boston, 6 hours from Rhode Island, 5-6 hours from Massachusetts, from pretty much anywhere in Massachusetts. So hopefully we'll pull a fairly big crowd. It would be nice to hit that 50, get the full package.
Yeah, it would be really great.
You know, I'm looking forward to losing nearly all my games again. I'd like to win at least one.
We're gonna have a wooden spoon, Paul. So if you're looking for that.
Well, I already have one from my War Machine days, so I might as well get one from my Guild Ball days too.
Exactly. But you'll have cooks by them, so maybe you should practice with them and show how much you're better with them than your Union. Who knows?
Yeah, Union. I think the problem is that I was doing not very well, but fairly well with them at the beginning of season 4. And then I made the mistake of reading and watching people's videos and trying to change my playstyle to match
what you saw,
quote unquote better players playstyle. And I think it's just not working out for me. I think much in the way that when I played my fish, I played them different than a lot of fish players did.
Yeah, you took Angel.
Yeah, I took Angel, right? But I had good success with her, right?
Yeah,
and everyone kept telling me it was a waste of time. But I think I did okay with my fish as a player. My union, I've been struggling more recently. So, who knows what I'm going to be playing then? I mean, I might be back on fish. I might be doing cooks. I might be doing falconers. Who knows?
Falconers. Come on, Paul. You want the last? You want the last place for sure.
Well, wooden spoons work better in pairs. They're like chopsticks, dude.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at least give yourself a chance and don't take falconers. Well, you'll have miners in a couple of weeks, though.
I could play Order. I've got fully painted Order.
Yeah. Give yourself do you have another option, Paul?
I could play Blacksmiths.
Yeah.
But that's far too complicated for me, I think. Yeah, so is the event actually paint required? I didn't check that out.
No.
Okay. I don't think anyone does that, eh?
No.
I mean, it's in the OPD, but I don't think anyone enforces it.
I think the only tournament that's painting required is Adepticon, because it's part of the Adepticon code of conduct, if you want, that every tournament you have to have painted models or something like that.
Really? Even War Machine is painted? That's weird.
Well, I know I saw it, like everything needs to be painted.
Well, like I said, it is in the OPD, right?
Yeah.
So.
Well, technically the OPD, yeah, it's painted unless you have colored resin.
Yeah, or the plastics.
Or plastic.
So if you're one of the older guilds, you gotta paint it. Anyway, it's a story for another show.
Or you buy the new resin models and you don't have to paint them because they're colored resin.
You found a way to beat the system. Congrats, Steve.
Thank you very much, Paul.
All right.
Think that's a wrap for now?
Yeah, I think so. We're rambling now.
Well, we know we're going to be back soon enough because there's going to be more miners to talk about and probably more captain reveals.
I'm sure there's more news coming.
Yeah.
Steamforge is on a roll.
Well, they're really rolling some good stuff on us. So they keep getting us stuff out, and we'll we'll continue on talking about it. That's usually the way podcasts work. Yeah. All right, Steve. Thanks for having me, Paul. No problem. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye, geeks. Thanks for listening to Geeks of the North. If you want to contact us, you can email us at geeksofthenorth@gmail.com. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/geeksofthenorth, or follow us on Twitter at Geeks of the North. You can follow me, Paul, at PRFilio, Antoine at Eltonio Berg, Steve at B_Steve, and if you really feel the need, I guess you can follow Yom. He's at Yomasta. Breaks and outro music by Ladrave. You can listen to them at ladrave.bandcamp.com. See you next time, geeks.
Thank you for checking out United Geeks Network family member. If you enjoyed it and are looking for other online media with a geek culture slant, head over to UnitedGeeksNetwork.com, where you will find the Gaming Careers Podcast, the resource for people looking to find their fit in the gaming industry. You will hear game industry professionals talk about how they succeed in today's competitive environment and how you can do the same. The United Geeks Network. You can broadcast your geekiness at UnitedGeeksNetwork.com.